All right, folks. It's Saturday, August 2nd. Day number 8. Ocho. Oct. Wheat. Not the edible kind. On the Bruce Trail with Mr. Rob there.
Hello.
And so we've already hiked maybe a couple 100 meters, give or take, on the side trail that took us from the Mohawk Sports Park and on Red Hill Creek side trail. So that was the path just taken. The main trail that we are about to traverse started out as a very cool morning at about 19 degrees as we traveled into Hamilton. It's about 22, 23 now, maybe a little bit more. A little toasty, but there's no humidity, so that can be a deal breaker there in terms of hiking. I took a little bit of a video earlier. The cicadas are really out in numbers today. There's maybe one or two right now, but there was quite a few on our way down. So right now we're in the midst of a descent down into a bit of a ravine here. So this is just after Buttermilk Falls. But of course, in true hiking fashion, there's going to be a ton of puds along the way. It's just a matter of dealing with one at a time. Joy. Anywho, so not much else to go on as of right now. It's been about a month since our last outing. We are obviously deep in summer right now, so beginning of August. It's the civic holiday weekend, and not too sure how many people are going to see on the trail. We've already seen one individual with her pupper out on a walk, but so far that's really about it. A couple bikers, and yeah, as always, hope to see you out there on the trail. And as always, hit that like, subscribe, and like our reminder buttons, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, trail time. Talk soon. So the first or intro recording that just did was just a little while ago, so just wanted to capture a little bit of the trail as we continued our descent. Just navigated a few stairs. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the creek there through the trees, some boulders. Lots of rocks. I can still hear the cicadas, although they're out in a bit of a distance now. More on the right. And as you can hear, still somewhat in suburbia, that or somebody's having a grand old time up top. And Rob may have stopped to either take pictures of or pick some raspberries, one of the two. Were you taking pictures or just picking?
Taking pictures. I left the berries for now.
There were some right there. What's that?
I have lots of raspberries at home.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yeah, we got a good size cluster of both red and black.
Oh, nice. I like the black ones. For anybody that's looking for something to do with raspberries, both red, black, or purple, and yes, there are 3 different varieties, possibly more. But if you were to make your way through the brush, first of all, pick your berries and then soak them in like triple or quadruple distilled vodka. You got to get the right mix. Let it sit for maybe 3 or 4 months, and then use some cheesecloth or press to basically squeeze everything out. You got a very, very nice liqueur. And the black raspberry has a little bit of a tart flavor to it, but still really nice. So yeah, not quite hiking related, but since we're on the topic of berries, so very, very rocky terrain at this point, and a couple of puds already. Okay, so sorry about that little interruption, but don't really have to film people on the trail here. So Rob and I did a quick look at the Bruce Trail app, and we are essentially coming out of King's Forest on the northwestern side of the park. Still, very much on the kind of like outer skirts of the city of Hamilton. Passed by what looked like a golf course, and there will be I think Sherman Falls is coming up in the next little while, and to our left, up top a little bit, there's a bit of a community trail, hence all the voices that we're hearing. The trail seems to have leveled out a little bit. Still quite rocky though. There was a plane that had flown overhead earlier, and even though we couldn't really see the plane in its entirety, it did look like a old Lancaster, and Rob had indicated that there was a Lancaster that flies out of Hamilton for tours and whatnot, so that would have been cool to see. Certainly made enough noise for a propeller job. Side trail. And this is Green Hill Avenue side trail, which we will not be taking. And just a little bit of a pan around. Just come up to a little bit of a crest of sorts in the trail. And around and up and over we go. That very cool little area. So we had a little bit of a break just on the other side of those stairs, and we came across them, and of course they go all the way up and all the way down, but in this case we are still on the main trail, so we just kind of crossed over, and we have a bit of a view of parts of Hamilton here. You can see like Ontario just beyond the shoreline there. So definitely in suburbia of sorts. So we're roughly 3K into our hike, and I had suggested Tiffany Falls as our destination, which would make a 20-kilometer day today. So offhand, unsure if that's going to be a major undertaking for mostly me. Rob is busy with rugby and karate and family kid life, so he's fairly active and keeps himself busy outside of work, whereas I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things and get back into decent hiking shape. And this kind of looks familiar. I remember this might actually be, I'll have to double check, but this looks like where I may have camped one night on my first time through. It was getting late in the day and I was getting pretty tired and just needed a place to camp for the night. And just a little drainage. Nothing in it.